Alright, refresh everyone. Refresh. We flashed. So yeah, my power like flickered on and off. Just long enough to piss me off. I really need to look into investing into like a UPC. That way at least when those little power flickers happen, it won't, kill the stream. Everything good now? I mean, it's still raining out. Is there a good possibility it'll die again? So, here's hoping that doesn't happen. Thing is, when my power does flicker off like that, it takes like a full 5 minutes for my router to work, to like start working again, to like reconnect to the network. Really weird how that is. Live, yes. How many of you are back? Are still with me? How many of you abandoned the stream at the first moment of panic? However, it's not raining quite as hard out now. It was like really pouring. It's still coming down pretty nice. So I just want to caution everyone that may happen again. Been a while since we had a crash. Well, that wasn't really so much of a crash as a power outage. My computer was fine as long well, it just had a lack of electricity for like a second. You can't get to the rare moo? Yeah, well, so Kurosaki was waiting for that to happen. Oh, Captain, my Captain, what are you like quoting that cringy Mass Effect line? So, I guess we get back into the game again. Come on, be nice. Play nice weather. We just had rain like the other day. I don't need more of it. Alright, oh. I think I opened this last time and I didn't even look what was inside it. I just like quickly went over there like, yeah. No Dead Poet Society? Well, I mean, it comes from that and other places. They were just quoting it as well. This house reminds me of Mr. Krabs' house when it got painted. Well, I guess they were both pulling from the same thing, 2001 Space Odyssey. You're imagining retinal implants. Dr. Adua, why did she lock this in her safe? You're alive, eh? Well, did you actually think I had died? Nope, just a power outage. And like I said, it may happen again, so you'll have a fresh chance to think maybe I died. He died again! God, why? He was so young. Oh shit.
Access denied.
Oh, well, I fucked that up. I didn't like you raging about my gray room. I was raging about it. I was making fun of it. Rage and making fun of something are two entirely different things, you know. Someone grabbed the rare move, already taken. Literally the second I came back, someone grabbed it. How do you get lighting that works in grayscale, by the way? I don't think that would work. Sure, I'll better have some damn good emails in here. I'm basically like hacking my girlfriend's computer right now to read her emails. I'm a bad boyfriend. Taking everything this time.
Access granted.
Considering what she's done, I'd say it's the relationship over. I mean, we could reconnect. Good morning, Dr. Darrow. Regarding the conversation, okay, that's Hugh Darrow. This week, the project is advancing quite swiftly. We've managed to devise a new and improvised prototype to better counter the quantum size effect. For the nanoionics are responding as planned to the latent effects on biomaterials are negligible. Modified molecular structures on the fly using... this is basically hinting at the nanotechnology that comes into play in the first Deus Ex. Your DNA segments that present no rejection syndrome whatsoever. I don't know how you and your team got access to those samples, but I don't care. Finally there, imagine that regular-looking human being, nothing unnatural in his appearance, and still, the power of billions of machines within him, manipulated at will. This is the future, Dr. Darrow. Alright, let's get moving. Well, I still can. I hope mind me joking about it, but I recently had this hallucination that was just your voice doing the surprise oh, and it was still the funniest thing that brought me back to your streams. Hey, if you're having hallucinations and they make you laugh, I guess that's the best you can actually ask for in that situation. So it's fine with me. I mean, that's kind of like fortunate. Usually hallucinations are a much scarier thing than, something that just makes you joke. Or, like, just makes you laugh anyways. But that's gonna be still wild as fuck. Where'd my girlfriend run off to?
Hey, Jensen! Looks like you could use some help!
Oh.
I see the scientist, Jensen. I'm landing nearby.
As you saved Malik, she helped you? That's right. I guess she does get to do that here.
Speak to you. Hang on.
He basically knocked down all these people. And gets my girlfriend and the other people out of this place. But, yeah, I didn't even know you could have, like, comedy hallucinations, though. I never thought of that before.
Hello? Adam? We're all fine, but you have to get to Panchaea and stop Hugh.
You and I aren't done with this, Megan.
I know how it looks, but you have to stop the broadcast. I think it's causing the new biochips to overstimulate the vagus nerve, creating terrifying hallucinations.
You mean it's driving augmented?
I mean, they're not having
insane.
comedy hallucinations?
Yes, and it's up to you to stop it.
That monster.
Use the Leo shuttle. It will take you to Panchaea. Good luck, Adam.
Use the low LEO shuttle. You have a low Earth orbit shuttle here. Hey, SpaceX. Holding system. I mean, I can use that. Actually, no, I can't. I like there's this walled-off room with a computer in it. You and I haven't done with this Megan. Proceeds to never speak to her again. Yeah, they are technically done with it. Oddly enough, hallucinations in people in America are more verbally abusive versus people... I've actually read that as well. I thought that was kind of bizarre. That regions and I guess culture affect the kind of hallucinations you have. Jesus, fuck. What is this shit? Got a 55% chance of, like, triggering it every single time. Come on. Only got so many stop worms.
Access granted.
Dave, okay, this is through Hangar 18. Dave 2, I just received this communication from Fortress 0. Check some message digest. A bunch of, these look like, private keys of someone's cryptocurrency. Crypt form, maybe it is. Transition follows. Breaker 9, begin. Subject witness prognosis, seen too much. Oh, shit. Prognosis seen too much. Site 18, hangar, inventory 4 in life form, state suspended cryogenics, risk normal solutions, selective amnesia, Bravo kill actual in transmission. The curtain is falling, soon they will know too much. I know too much. I don't know what the hell this was about, but alright. Spent all of my computer hacking resources on it. Although the pretty bad mental system that works in New Zealand is really varies from the really creepy stuff, which is pretty normal, but also weird things like sounds and voices and brain hears and constantly thinks about it. Oh, well, at least it seems like you're managing it pretty well then. Like I said, my dad did not manage his very well at all. Like, one, he would not stop smoking, and that probably didn't help, because it just made him sick all the time, too. And when you're suffering from paranoia like that, you start blaming everyone else for his sickness. Are these guys dead? Oh shit, does this count as, like, deaths because, like, Malik came in and killed him? I did hit a switch. That might actually be bad. I mean, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I can't do... You have to flip the switch. I guess since you killed him, it doesn't matter. So yeah, we got like a rocket here. Ready to go. Already programmed with the place you're gonna leave.
Automated systems online. Darrow sequence 1, code 1, 1A, preset and ready to engage. Suborbital trajectory plotted. Destination, Panchaea. Begin countdown, Mr. Darrow.
Begin countdown.
Code 000. Confirm 0. Countdown commencing.
Layout. God damn it. Alright, the AI's name was Leo. Plus you killed someone earlier in the game by accident. I don't think that one counted either, since I didn't technically kill them myself. I just knocked them out and dragged them into a room and then left. So, I'm not seeing a booster rocket on this thing at all.
Electrodynamic launch assist sequence commencing.
This is magnetically launched. The railgun.
Beginning descent.
His face is so chiseled, it can't even do that like deformity of like massive amount of G's on someone. Are those lenses implanted into his head? Yes. So we're headed to Panchaea, which is like a giant hole in the ocean they're using to fight global warming. I never understood how that would do anything about global warming, by the way. Was it designed to smash into the water at supersonic speed?
Jensen, can you read me?
Iron
Barely.
seeding? How does that...
I've reached Panchaea.
What does that do
Richard.
then?
Any word
Yeah, I
from
knew
Sarah
they were
from
like
the
using it
UN
to seed
delegates?
iron on the
Nothing.
the seabed,
The
but I don't know how
installation
that
went
helps.
into lockdown shortly after Darrow gave his speech. I can't tell.
Is this
if
like
anyone's
based on
even
actual
alive.
science?
And the signal's still broadcasting.
Meaning no one's safe till I get in there and shut it down.
You'll have to disengage the lockdown first. Look for a master
I
control
guess this is
panel
like
at the
the
top of the
helicopter
tower.
from Japan. I've never had auditory or visual hallucinations, but I have to deal with paranoia and anxiety. I've gotten better since I've basically conditioned myself to believe that I am a better person than whatever my brain is telling me. On top of that, I got out of drugs since 2015, so that's helped me. No, definitely helped get that. Probably helped tremendously, I imagine. But good for you. I'm glad you're a stronger person. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think I ever looked up into this process, if it's like based on some kind of weird science. Like, yeah, if you like seed iron on the floor, you can, on a very small part of the seabed, that can somehow stop global warming. But whatever, it's still a cool idea for a level. But as you can see, shit ain't going so well right now. Complicated, but essentially the purpose is it speeds up CO2 being taken out of the atmosphere. I'm guessing this is probably not actual doable though. Like, probably the amount of iron seeding you have to do would be, like, basically unscalable. So, here we are. Final level of the game. How many points do I got to spend? 1. When I even put that in? Print? Print faster. You're not generating any audible noise. Adds 2 points to it. We don't really need hacking too much anymore. theory, but it isn't being tried. Yeah, of course no one's put a hole in the ocean. Then we're letting Bill Gates be Mr. Burns and try to block out the sun. Well, we're not really doing that either. I haven't seen any giant sunshades up there. You know what? We'll get the smart vision. Well, I can't because that takes 2 points. Never mind, we won't do anything right now. He's trying to? I mean, that's still unproven too. What the hell? Oh, I walked over burning concrete. I mean, I've actually looked into the sunshade stuff. It's pretty easy to make something that's very thin and foldable and launch it up there. And you actually don't need something as big as you would think, is depending on the distance, I believe. But, it is technically feasible. And I do believe we're more likely to, like, physics our way out of, climate change rather than just, making everyone change their lifestyle. I think that's more likely than the other. Also, thank you, GMC, for the gift sub, the Diddy Most Ducks. So, for anyone wondering what this level is all about, zombies. Cyborg zombie people, essentially. Anyone who's been augmented with a chip, that special chip that we had earlier, has now been turned crazy by it. Well, that's a horrible way of putting it, but basically they're being made to see everything as making them like go into like a violent panic and attack anyone around them. Because it's, activating the vagus nerve or something. You agreed adaptation is the way out of it. Yeah, it's what I've always kind of felt. I mean, clearly, we will also be doing stuff like, weaning ourselves off fossil fuels and such. But I do think we're more likely to just adapt out of it by putting up maybe big sunscreens like you mentioned, or who knows, maybe something like this. Or just maybe we'll start building seawalls. Or drop a giant ice cube in the ocean. The only giant ice cubes out there would be comets, and you don't want those hitting the Earth. Very bad. Basically Scarecrow's fear toxin, something like that, yeah. Only it's, Wi-Fi. I'm finally fucking home. Hey man, welcome back, Jim. Hope the work shift you worked didn't kill you. How's your breakdancing? I cannot do that at all. I'm pretty limber. I mean, I'm really flexible, but I cannot dance. I cannot do anything like that. I really wanted to put effort into it. Maybe I could learn a few moves, but nothing right now. Like, dancing was never a skill, I was worried about. Why did that blow up? Oh, that's why it blew up. There's another mine over there. I can shoot it, right? Nope. Alright. It's an EMP mine. Oh, those crates represent. How's that special heart of mine? My special heart. I have a special heart. I mean, it's still beating, so I guess that's good. What the? That's not how that's supposed to work. Isn't there supposed to be like an ability that makes you sort of immune to electricity? Oh yeah, I have that ability. I don't know how, I got special insulation. Why am I jumping on everything? Weirdly, there's actually not really much fighting you do in this level. There are enemies, but they're all just like, yeah, I'm a big fucking horde of zombies, and you can, like, if you have gas grenades, you're golden. And I got gas grenades. They're usually standing in big groups. I think I wore my rubber underwear tonight. So electricity, but metallic pipe isn't conducting electricity. You know what, you got a good point there, but yeah, that makes no sense when you think about it. but it is what it is. I mean, I'm made of metal too, and I'm walking through this shit. I had an idea for a film where a debt collector has a gorilla go out and beat the people who don't pay him on time. I mean, it sounds like a good comedy. Animal partner movies need to come back, you know. Ow. Shit. Hurts, yo. I need something to like get past this mine. No more animal partner movies? How dare you? What do you got against cute animal movies? Especially like buddy cop animal movies. Name 3 good ones. Beethoven. Ha. Air Bud. Ha. That one about the kangaroo, whatever his name was. I don't know, that wasn't very good actually. Turner and Hooch. Oh, that's like, wow, I forgot about that movie at all. Yeah, Turner and Hooch. What was the one where Clint Eastwood played in it? I think he had one too, did he?
Access granted.
My way? Let me take a while. These freaks are everywhere. Freaks. Well, that doesn't really do me any good. Nope. Whatever. Clint with an orangutan. Oh, it was a monkey. Sonic? I guess Sonic does count as an animal friend. When you think about it, yeah, that movie with Sonic was, you know, someone with an animal friend movie. Never thought of that before. You know, going by the logic of mankind divided, Adam taking a mine to the face like that should have reset his upgrades. Well, wasn't what reset his upgrades the ending of this game? Or something? Like, he, like, basically this place gets destroyed in the ending of this game, and he's, like, almost dies. And he gets found by people, and then they, like, do stuff to him, add, like, new black market upgrades to him as well. Still had them in the prologue of Mankind Divided. Oh. And my memory of Mankind Divided is a little, you know, a little scattershot. Modern day MK Ultra brainwashing is done by forcing the subjects to watch Dartigan VODs and Germa 985 videos on constant repeat. Well, I'm glad you'd put me in such esteem as Germa, by the way. Thank you.
Access granted.
You want to play Dow again? What is Dow? Right, actually, I didn't. All this was off. I didn't need to do anything. I'm really running out of hacking tools here. Or, well, hacking software. I can get that. I can get some more though.
Access granted.
Wasn't Jensen caught up in a train explosion in Mankind, and that's what reset him? I think that happened in the beginning, right? It's like a terrorist attack. They never really cover too much what happens in between this game and the next, I feel. There's like a lot of stuff like, what happened? I don't know. It's up to you. Well, maybe we should have completed our game first. Is any of this stuff useful? You had to read the book, huh? Oh, you had to read multiple novels and a mobile Deus Ex. Oh, I know about the mobile Deus Ex, but I thought that was technically a prequel to this game, almost. Because it focuses on those, like, people you kill in this game. You know, I really hate how, you know, when games do that. Stop trying to make me read. If I want to read a book, I'll buy a book.
Franche's broadcast center is at the base of the station near the bottom of the ocean. Is that right?
But the lockdown caused all the blast doors to seal. You won't be able to go down until you override them manually.
From up in the tower. I got it.
Because the Jensen in Mankind Divided is a clone, and this Jensen is recovered and kept in stasis. I mean, that's what someone you mentioned the other night, I believe. I still don't necessarily buy that, unless that was directly mentioned in the books or something. This is not a test. How goes it? Well, we had like a power outage earlier, but now I'm doing pretty good. Now we're just trying to finish this game up before my power is still on. I'm also taking as much time as possible because why do they give you so many stealth options here when there's nothing to stealth around? I don't get it. Like, should we put vents in this room where there's no enemies or no reason to actually play stealthy? Sure, why not? While my power's on, we had like a brief power outage earlier when I first started the stream. It lasted like a second, but it's enough to turn the stream off. Really annoying. Needs to be shot. Someone seems to have horribly fucked up your windows. So how do they implant all of Adam's memories into this so-called clone in the Mankind Divided game? I can understand them having the technology to clone someone, but, you know, make him also have all the memories and knowledge that Jensen has? Will they ever make a part 2? I highly doubt it at this point. And how'd they have a clone that was the same age as him? Like, a clone would have to be, like, made and then, like, raised for the 30 years before it'd be, you know, be him. So this is in GTA 5 stream, I'm saying again, what's the Ono Robot collab and or when's the Ono Robot collab and or fanfiction? You mean Ono Robot collab? Well, every stream is an Ono Robot collab because I am Ono Robot. It's my alter ego that I haven't used in a very long time. But if you're asking when Zach is going to be in a stream with me again, I mean, technically last time he was in a stream with me, he's only done it twice. The very first stream I did for Until Dawn, and then when I played, actually, Deus Ex Mankind Divided, when that game came out, I had him over for it. Reminds you of a movie Womb with Eva Green. I don't believe I've seen that one. How do you even start building a hole in the ocean? I wonder about that. Good protein powder. Kind of weird, they just let clones grow in OG Deus Ex, but not in the prequels. JC was like a few years younger than his brother or whatever. I guess. Well, were they actually clones of each of the clones? Because they also didn't exactly look the same either. There's also that one guy who was still in the tank that you never got to meet either when you got there, when you wrenched the tanks again. JC and Paul were clones. I guess there still had some genetic differences though. Was that one guy who's a, you know, what was the name of that one nanotech guy who's the villain? Not the guy who worked for, he was like you, had all the nano augmentations. I forget his name. He wasn't a clone, was he? This has not been sent, Doug. I am witnessing the most disturbing things I have ever seen. Something horrible is happening here. Panchea has erupted into complete mayhem. Augmented workers are running amok, writhing in pain and senselessly attacking everything in their path. I do not know what is going on, but it appears their augments are turning against them. And several afflicted people nearby soldier think from the... Walton Simmons, yeah, that guy. Was he a clone? Like, he was like the only other, like, highly augmented person with nanotech at the time. Woman's husband dies and she gives birth to his clone. She raises him and becomes sexually active with her own son husband and slowly regains his original memories. In the end, she gets pregnant with a noose. What is this? What is this from, Cut Stupid? Is this like fan fiction of something weird and horrible? Or is this like the actual like stuff that leads into Mankind Divided because of the fuck? That's the movie Womb. Oh, okay. I forgot you mentioned that. Oh, okay, that's definitely messed up.
Okay, I need a plan. A plan. When I'm going, and I'm gonna take him from the outside, and then I'll be able to get him out. Because I don't want it. Like, okay, I hear it. Look, we're gonna go around. We're gonna go around the other side. I know.
He didn't even look augmented though, so I thought he was just like panicking. Duration of the summit. Trudeau's temporary dressing room will be 08024. Probably brain implants, possibility. Plasma capsules. I don't even have a plasma gun. God, do you want to know what would be the best enemy to ever design for a video game? That's I've only seen done like one other time. And that's an enemy that can chase you into the vents. The only thing I can remember ever doing that was Alien and Alien Resurrection. And it was always amazing when it did. You'd think someone would, you know, be like, write that down, we can do that too. Maybe it's just too hard to implement. Can you use those vending machines to murder people? You can pick them up and throw them and it will kill people. What an obvious JPEG. How extensive is your knowledge of SpongeBob? Not very extensive at all. I know some of the memes, and I know the characters, and that's about it. I just flush. I don't know why I'm even picking up money still. Like, I don't think I can use it on anything. Who's my favorite South Park character? I haven't watched South Park in a long time. But I stupidly liked Towley, I guess, when I did. Just because he was so weird. Iron Oceans. 2008 moratorium called into action by the United Nations, convened by molecule diversity in working on a concept of iron seeding as a manner which global warming could be combated. Alarmist claims of damage to the ecosystem, so-called nutrient shifting phenomena, and ill-researched statements stating that this method could actually increase greenhouse emissions have no basis in fact. However, it is fortunate that the Corporate Sovereignty Act 2017 and other exemptions of the UN advisory have allowed the development cycle of this important technology to continue. The process works as follows. Iron dust seeded across large expanses of ocean stimulate the growth of phytoplankton and their 2-month photosynthesis biocycle. A process that draws carbon from the atmosphere and deposits it in the seabed following the natural termination of the organism. E. Look it over there. Tweak, I thought that said twerk for a second. How much longer do you think before twerking becomes like, you know, a faded trend? Seems like it's been a thing for a while now. Along with dabbing. Suddenly, like, dance moves have much longer lifespans than they normally do. Twerking is forever. Well, ass shaking has always been there, but specifically at twerking. Amelia, where's forever, huh? One huge asses fall out of style. Will that ever fall out of style though? I mean, we're like biologically like designed to like think that's pretty cool. What do you think the entrance to where do you think the entrance to Agartha is? I have no idea what Agartha is, and Missouri is my best guess. Sorry, I have to joke about it, but I don't know what it is. The plasma, don't need it. What space do I have in my thing? None. I got none. Things come in trends. Massive boobs were in the 90s, then it waned. Do you think massive boobs have waned? Pretty sure most people, I mean, do you not hear the calls of like massive mommy milkers these days? People still like those. Basically the center of the world? Well... I mean like the actual center? Well, that's a molten core of, you know, liquid rock, so... and, you know, heavy metals, so... I don't think there's a good entrance to that one. What am I, boobs or ass? Can I not like both? And think they're both equally a nice thing? Why should I choose between two great things, chat? Not molten, the core is solid? I don't believe that's true, because if it was just a solid core, then there'd be no volcanism. Like, it's basically the core is mainly like a ball of liquid metal iron and nickel. And it's rotating, and that's what creates our magnetosphere. Have you seen Christina Hendricks' boobs? I have not. I try not to, like, go to Google and then insert famous person here, naked or nudes. Feels a little too cringy. Like, am I really devolved to that point? We gotta go down there, so let's grab you. And it's mine.
Access granted.
You're missing out, Dart. She has some nice mommy milkers. I mean, I'm sure she does, but I just don't want to go like Google searching that kind of stuff. It feels like weird. Especially sometimes it's been like images that have been like, it's like paparazzi stuff, which is also just bad. I don't want to go looking at someone's paparazzi taken nudes where it's like an invasion of someone's privacy. Alright, just, you know, it's just bad. I mean, there's plenty of boobs out there, chat, that are like free for you to look at on the internet. Some of them even put them out there specifically for that reason. Though sometimes they demand you pay, but hey. Chat needs to get out more. Well, I think that's everyone these days. Everyone's got a case of terminally online. Free food for not working was great. Well, hey, it always is. I just read your other comment too. Disable the turrets. Turn off the... Oh, camera's already off. Really need plasma. And these guys couldn't even die with the decency of having something on them that I could loot. Guy needs to get in more in between them booba. Well, what about the ladies here? And none of these people have something on them. I'm gonna stop looking. Need to get over there. I believe we have a conversation coming up.
I don't think you want to do that, Mr. Jensen. Disengage lockdown, and whatever demons this station contains are likely to come crashing out on us.
Afraid to die, Darrow? Or just unwilling to face what you've done?
Oh, I know what I've done, believe me. I take no pleasure in it.
And yet you still did it.
I did what had to be done. 20 years ago, I gave the world augmentation technology. I thought I was giving it a bright future, but instead I gave it the means to destroy itself. No law, no UN regulation was going to fix that.
People are dying out there. Hundreds of thousands of people driven to the brink of insanity because of you.
I had to convince the world. Before today, people believed we should steal fire from the gods and redesign human nature.
Everyone has great hair in the future. Hair plug technology got really advanced. It's cyber hair, you know.
We need to
Not
live
real.
in peace. Destroy it, and you destroy our very species.
Don't paint yourself a savior.
We can only hope Zuckerberg has this
doing
much
is
foresight.
insane.
Or you'll,
Is it?
well,
When this is done,
introspection,
the Illuminati
I
won't
suppose,
be
in
able
this
to
case.
control men and women like you as they had planned, from the inside out. No one will be able to use the technology I invented to make others into beings they desire. Something we both know has happened already.
You think you're Frankenstein? Killing his own monster.
Actually, Mr. Jensen,
Henry Cavill's chin is
I
like
prefer to
Boba to
think
you.
of myself as Daedalus.
Is that true? Do
Watching
ladies like the
helplessly as
chin
his
and like
child
the
crashes
jawline? It's
into
like all
the
that.
sea.
That feels not fair. You gotta see those for free. They're not covered up unless they got a beard on.
I'm ending this. Now.
You can't. The signal is being generated.
Aims to
from the
dismiss other people and
broadcast center at the
viewpoints,
base
creating an
of this
emotional wall
facility.
between him and
Panchea's security
retreats.
system
Use
has
himself
been
as an
programmed to
educator of lesser
protect
people, maybe
and will kill you before you even get close.
stabilize if his
You
arguments are
designed that
proven
system,
wrong.
Darrow.
Can easily
You can tell me how to
convert
shut it
people
down.
to his cause is not used to resistance.
But
Not
I
a beta
won't.
tick.
You think what I'm doing is extreme. You simply don't understand. For humanity to survive beyond this century, it must abandon ill-conceived notions about transcendence and embrace change. But for that to happen, the hard lesson must be learned. Blood must be shed.
What's up, my guy? Hey, you didn't need that after all? Alright, so maybe destabilize if his arguments are proven wrong, can easily convert people if is not used to resistance, extrapolate. You think humanity needs to be punished? Is that it? By the time this is over, there will be no humanity left to embrace your change. Critique. What you're doing is horrific. You can't force people to change. They have to do it on their own. Extrapolate. Appeal, my god. I think it's between these two. Think humanity needs to be punished? Is that it? By the time... that feels like a weak argument to me.
Nothing more to say, Mr.
Stop
Jensen?
timing me. I'm gonna go with extrapolate. Sounds better. I don't think extrapolate's right.
What you're doing is horrific. It has to stop. You can't force people to change. They have to do it on their own or they'll end up resenting you for it. And doing it like this? My god, Darrow, it's insane.
It is not insane, Mr. Jensen. Tragic, yes. Unavoidable? No. You, of all people,
Nope, that's
should
right.
be able to understand this. In your former career, were you not sometimes called upon to kill in the line of duty? To carry that grim responsibility in order to save others? You must realize this is no different. Only the scale has changed. Because the threat we face as a species is so extreme.
It's usually never two of the same answer in a row, so extrapolate. None of it matters because this is what will happen now. After today, whatever you say will be dismissed as the ravings of a mass murderer. You want us to see what you see, but how can we when we're grieving over the people you forced us to leave behind? Between these two, I believe. Use himself as an educator to lesser people, maybe to stabilize. Extrapolate. Dart, you are an alpha, beta, and omega kind of person. I'm all three.
Nothing more to say, Mr. Jensen?
It's like critique, I don't think it is. It's usually never the same one twice. I'm going with appeal.
You want us to see what you see. Fine. Our humanity is threatened because technology is messing with our minds. But how can we recognize this message when we're grieving over the people you forced us to leave behind? Friends and neighbors, people we care about. Is the image of their murders the vision you want us to have?
Perhaps I should have used a scalpel instead of a sledgehammer. But these are desperate times, Mr. Jensen. Surely you can understand that.
Oh, I was right.
Don't you see? I created people like you. I made it possible for you to happen. If fate had dealt me a different hand, then perhaps neither of us would be here. Isn't it obvious how fate is now conspiring to overtake us both, to grind us beneath her wheels? We must see this through, lest people like you continue to evolve and destabilize society.
But then you get the space, the activate the hormones. I mean, he's got nothing but beta cuck points, right? Which one has he got more of? Does he want to keep track? There's still a point of omega. Counted 2 alpha, 1 beta, 3 omega. Oh, thank you, FG. So yeah, it's definitely omega then. Do you prefer this villain or Liquid Snake? Oh, Liquid Snake. Definitely Liquid Snake. Omegas are susceptible to pressure, but alphas are quick to rebel. He's definitely not alpha. I don't think. So, here we go.
You know, I've always wondered about that leg brace of yours. Why the father of augmentation doesn't have the most basic of implants. Doesn't make much sense, really. Unless he's one of the few people genetically incompatible with this technology. Gotta love the irony in that. It's the kind of irony that can tear you up inside, bit by bit, every day, until you find yourself despising what you're not.
How dare you? You think I've done all this because a fluke of nature robbed me of my chance to become a part of it? I tried everything, damn you. Everything I could think of to change. None of it worked. None of it!
So you had to fix it, didn't you? Take back control, make it like it never was.
Yes!
This game used the alpha beta
that's
bullshit
exactly
from the
what
internet. It didn't start it, but it did use it.
What have I done?
Give me the codes, Darrow. Help me stop this.
You'll still be in danger.
We've won the
Pangea's
best
security
debate, chat.
system,
We are the
much
victor.
of it is self-determining and lethal. But if you succeed, if these codes help you turn off the system and reach the broadcast center, tell the world exactly
What do you think of
why I
Darrow's
did it.
plan? Really fucking stupid.
Explain to them about the Illuminati, the biochip.
Since it involves killing possibly millions of people across the world and then also causing a genocide to happen against, augmented people for making them do it. Alright, we won the debate and we got the code. This is the automatically generated message from the Pangaea Oceanic Installation. We have received your request for personal security override code for drone high-run core. Ticket terminal shutdown protocol. Input configuration has now been preset to 2012, huh? The game's release date year. Hello, father. Stream over when game over? More than likely, yeah.
The codes should help you shut down the Hyron project, Pangaea's security system. When you see it, you will understand. There is no room for this technology in the world. Do not let me keep you.
He wants to try and put
Use
an
the
end to
codes
augmentations and
shut
wants
down the
Jensen to
signals.
reveal the
When you
truth
do,
to
the
of the
fate
Illuminati.
world will be in your hands.
Well, he definitely wanted to put an end to the augmentations. But the way he wanted to do that was by essentially turning every person with an augmentation into like a zombie killer who goes into like a zombie rage and murders everyone near them, including their own families. Like they actually go over that last stuff in Mankind Divided, that when all the augmented people get put into ghettos and treated basically like horribly because he caused them to go crazy, even kill their own family members and friends. So that's the big hole in the ocean, by the way. I'm just wondering, how do you start building something like that? No matter the choice, it doesn't count the sequel. Well, the sequel basically runs off the idea that all the endings of this game happen. Not any one on its own.
Richard, the lockdown's disengaged. I'm heading back to the hangar to see if those blast doors are open. Have you been able to raise anyone?
I'm picking up several glimmers, but there's too much interference. I think you're on your own, Jensen.
Careful there, Francis. You almost sound like you regret that.
Chat, what are some other good cyberpunk games? There actually aren't that many when you think about it. Or at least ones I haven't played already. Oh, well, here we go. We gotta start, fighting the zombie people. So, let's get a full battery first.
Don't run! It'll be much easier this way! Stop running! I've got to do this! Just get away from me!
Shadowrun? I guess that is one, but that's more like fantasy plus sci-fi. How old is Bob Page in the original Deus Ex? I think he's in his 50s or so? I'm not sure, I forget. But he definitely had that, like, big 50s guy energy.
Come closer! Come
Shit.
closer! You're gonna pay! Stand still.
For people who are like out of their minds because of the augmentation, they're speaking pretty rationally.
Go. You should have.
I need to start using the pep gun.
There's nowhere you can go. You should have stayed away.
Punch? What can I punch? What's up, Type? How you doing? What is up? What is up, my fellow streamers? Can you finish the game, or are you going to do the sequel? Well, I've actually already streamed the sequel back when that came out. My original plan tonight was to play Grand Theft Auto, but I couldn't get the... Apparently the Rockstar game launcher is down right now, so I couldn't buy it. 99% of these characters members. I don't think it was... I think really the only character I remember showing up in the next game is our boss. Well, in that game, our former boss. He has like a video call with you. Oh, only Eliza in the main game? Eliza? When did Eliza show up in it?
Stay going. It's just.
We got ammo capacity. Can I use that on anything? Richard for the prison. You know, I never played the DLC for Mankind Divided. I didn't even realize I had any, actually.
Not real. You can be. Only I can be. Wait, what? You're gonna pay. Don't!
think I've got like a pretty good stock of these. Sheriff is voiced by a different voice. Yeah, I remember noticing that. Some dispute with the old actor. He wanted more money, probably. That's usually how that dispute kind of goes. I want more money, but your role is literally just a few lines. I still need more money.
I don't know you. Just let me finish. Just let me... I have to do this. I have no choice.
You are paying me too much, pay me less. Well, yeah, no one ever does make that argument, do they? But it also, I guess, if you're like feeling like you need a lot more money for like a very small role, they'll usually like, you realize this is a video game voice acting role, right? We can get anyone to do it. So, who knows? We need in there. Can I just shoot this open? Okay, it's already open. Although in GTA 4's case, Nico's voice made a bad call about his contract. Well, like I said, I don't know the specifics. I just know that Rockstar has a bad relationship with a lot of those original voice actors from the original trilogy. I can't believe you said that at lunch today. Henry, global warming is no joke. Most of the people in this station came here because we know our planet is in imminent danger. You know that over 70% of our world is covered by water. 97% of that water is in our oceans. Life on Earth began in the ocean 3.1 to 3.5 billion years. The ocean provide most of the oxygen we need to breathe, and reservoirs soaking up almost half the planet's carbon pollutants. Darrow knows that. That's why he came up with a whole iron seeding plan. Restore health back into our oceans and give mankind a chance to survive. We've spent years abusing this planet, and most of the people working here believe. Alright. I told you, Hank, for the time being, just keep people away from the turbine area. We know the air shaft's not finished. Realize that the vortex created by airflow is a safety hazard, but it's not the only one we're dealing with right now. Still laugh at Mankind Divided because no one believes Jensen that his biology is different when the virus doesn't even affect him, when he has a record of never using aug medicine. Well, I guess it's because he's, well, I've come to realize that it's very easy for people to believe things they want to believe in those kind of cases, so it isn't quite as goofy as maybe you think. Especially when like he's like the only possible human that would need it. And if you have to kind of see it with your own eyes first, like maybe know him for a while. Like I've never seen you use the the drug rejection stuff before, Jensen. Why is that?
It's in my head. I know it is.
Not that it was a big deal.
Get away! Sneak! I see you, sneaker!
Delara works for the Illuminati, though. Oh, by the way, anyone remember that redhead girl you'd see in the background during Mankind Divided? That was supposed to be something that was going to come up in like the next half of the game, I believe, but they never really mentioned it. Yeah, I guess she was going to be important somehow, but you had no idea what it was now. But she was like keeping her eye on you. There wasn't much in there, was there? Isn't the theory that Paul and JC Din are clones of Jensen? Either that or his biological, like, children who are, like, descended from his genetics. But yeah, it seems like very obviously that's what they were going for. Does the GTA Trilogy Remaster Collection have new recordings, or is it all original? I think it's all original audio. Yeah, except for, like, the songs they couldn't include. I think there's like 20 songs missing from it, from what I read. Yeah, I opened the door so people can get in and kill you now.
You seem relatively normal, nicht wahr?
All things considered, yeah. You okay?
Thankfully, I was able to barricade myself in here when things got out of control. So, is it safe to come out now?
No. The rest of the station is still under siege. You better stay here until help comes. In the meantime, is it possible to download Praxis software here?
Yes, of course. No damage was done to the computers. See for yourself.
Now, even in this situation, you gotta pay for your shit. Well. This will... No, that's all. I can buy 2 of those, or I can buy stuff for health. I don't really think I need any more upgrades. There's nothing that really helped me any. So honestly, the health is more... Well, actually, the 2 health things are cheap. Actually, we can get both.
I will remain here, where it's safe. If you need help, or get word of help, please come back.
Alright, so... What are we gonna upgrade? I was thinking of getting... what? Reduce movement, reduce aiming penalties. See-through walls. Last door in Dragon Age Origins. Enchantment. Enchantment? That guy, right? Hmm. You know what? Sure. Recall doesn't matter any. Uses movement and induce aiming penalties. That's probably more useful than anything else I'm going to get right now. Yeah, I like that character. I like the DLC character the better, the one that's like a big stone golem though. Someone actually made a mod so you could romance the stone golem in that game. Believe it or not. Like, you know what? You could fuck that statue. Why not?
This is William Taggart. If anyone out there is listening, I'm begging you, help. We've barricaded ourselves inside the core server room. Many of us are wounded. Please, save us. Please, save us.
Save us. Find and speak with Taggart. In chat, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you that even 343 is saying fuck off to Halo 5's campaign for... I mean, that's a good sign that even they realize that what they tried to do there just was a big flop. A lot of dudes. We're gonna need gas. Gas. Hey, you guys see me? Come on, run to the gas. Here I am. Come and get me! What the fuck of knife in there? What's going on? Come on, chase me. I wonder why the gas is still going. Not. God, you guys suck as zombies. Hey, Vadimastar? Ah, how you doing? It's your first time chatting, too. Dartigan, thank you, mode. Yeah, well, I'm thinking that through. I use the gas. I'm a smart streamer.
Let me go! Ah, get away! No, you get out of here! Go, go, go!
What?
I'm gonna kill y'all! I'm gonna kill y'all!
Shut up. Bad manners on that one. Yeah, that sounds like sarcasm, but I'm genuinely a bit surprised. Maybe it's a sign that, hey, they do care after all. Maybe, I'm still thinking there's a bit too much Far Cry in the new Halo.
There's no one here. It's all in your head.
There was another demo actually of the gameplay today. And there are like, bases you can choose to take over. And that once you do, they, people who are in control of the base are like your marine buddies. Okay, big group down there. That Dragon Age 4 was in the works. It is in the works, isn't it? Or like it was for a while, but maybe they like put it out. I don't know. Who knows? What do I know? So as you can tell, this final level is super easy, by the way. It's basically just a walking simulator for this level.
I'll do it quick. I promise. I don't want to have to do this.
Come on, do it. Are you even capable of attacking?
Get it.
I think he is. I think they're doing DA4 and then working on... I think they're working on both at the same time. It is a big studio, after all. Don't need any of that, don't need any of that. Like, why would you need any guns in this area? Everyone loves walking simulators. Well, oh, you're talking about Death Stranding? That's a little bit more than a walking simulator, though. Because you do have a goal, and you can die. And there actually is gameplay in between all the... It's more like a hiking simulator, with actual, like, the dangers of possible, like, really rugged terrain. Plasma rifle. You know what, maybe... Well, I've already been, like, upgraded the hell out of my laser gun, so I'm gonna keep that instead. Not that I'm gonna be using it on anything, though. Still hate Death Stranding. I guess I'm one of those people that it really appealed to because I like hiking. Like that being said, it wasn't my favorite game either, but I was able to get into it. Not enough to get the director's cut, but hey, my first playthrough was enough. Oh yeah, I think I can. Since I have the the Icarus landing thing, I can get down there. That's one of the few issues in this game is that by the end of it, there's no actual build that really leads up to a level where you can only do certain things. You basically have all the augmentations at this point, or all the environmental traversal ones. So it's really just a choice of which one you want to do rather than ones you can't do. Which is something that the original Deus Ex did a lot better. Because there were just stuff if you didn't like put your points into it, you couldn't get everything. You could only do like certain things. Other than Yang Yi. Oh, I haven't heard of that person in a while. No one really loved Death Stranding. Yeah, well, he's like a big Kojima fanboy, isn't he?
Can you hear me? I've got survivors here. We've locked ourselves in a machine room. Please! Help us!
Machine room? Reach the broadcast center. Darrow signals being generated from the base of the station. Find and speak with Seraph. Find and speak with Taggart. Apparently Bill Taggart is trapped inside the station, barricaded with several wounded colleagues inside a server room. I should probably find him and see what he has to say. Like, there. Okay, I need to find those guys. I don't think I want to go in there just yet, though. Actually, Death Stranding was successful. It definitely was, but it wasn't the huge success I think Sony was hoping for. May need to go back further to find Taggart. I'm trying to figure out where he was. What game did you enjoy when younger, but now you just think was kind of dumb bad? Mine is Kingdom Hearts. That light and dark shit is just too childish. Well, I still like Kingdom Hearts 1, but I've always, wasn't quite into it after that. As for a game I liked back in the day, but don't like anymore, I don't know. I can't really think of any. I think most of the stuff I liked back then, I still would, enjoy. And just appreciate for what it was at the time it came out. So yeah, I don't think I have an answer for you on that one.
Get away!
Goofy arm. Oh shit. I didn't blow someone up.
They're always hiding.
But Total Recall? Like I said, I played that game as a kid and we didn't even realize it was so shit. We loved the fuck out of it. We played it so much the cartridge stopped working. Well, my brother did. I just sat and watched him play it. I was like really young. You sure you're still alive? Very impressive. Good core strength. His spine is augmented. Advanced young. So I'm 24 and I'm today learning there was a Total Recall game. It was back on the NES. And it's actually legendarily known as a pretty shit game. Like one of the worst games ever made, in fact.
Show yourself.
Shit, that grenade went off in the wrong direction. Follow me here, gentlemen. What? What possibly blew up and killed... I didn't do it. What blew up? God damn it. I don't know what blew up there. Freaking was my save.
What are you doing?
Ow, 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 ow.
Just get away from...
Shit, miss it. Taggart was near where I gassed a large group of people. You mean on the balcony place outside? Yeah, I'll be going back that way on check-in anyways, so we'll get there.
Oh, that was enough. Stop playing around.
Still have no idea what blew up and killed all these people last time. Oh, there's a mine there.
They're everywhere.
You want to get down here, you have to actually keep... I guess you would want to go around this way so they don't activate the mine. Alright, let's try this again.
No, don't run. It'll be much easier this way.
I have to do what they
I mean, it's a Disney RPG game. What? Sometimes Kingdom Hearts, in fact, sounds like a game for children. I mean, yeah, it is made for children. Everyone should realize that. It is made for them. That statement is correct. It's just like, these days, everyone gets to stay a child, I think. Or, like, prefers to, anyways. You ever get that feeling? That things move so fast these days you can't even technically even grow up anymore? Like the things you liked as a kid stay with you because they never end as well. Like it used to, like back in the old days, I think. I'm talking about like the old days here. People would have like a thing that they liked as a kid, but it would last for like a year or two, and then it would end. And then they'd move on to like things that are slightly different. Oh shit. Come on.
Access granted.
Like something, you like something? True. I'm not actually criticizing the idea of liking something you like. I'm just saying that culture has changed to allow you to people like stuff that they may have liked as a child. When normally you would have like been incentivized to like, you would only like got something you liked as a child for like a year or two, or it would have come to an end, or like no one would have cared about it anymore. So it's a lot easier for people to let go of stuff, I feel. There's no one down here that's gonna kill, right? I need a box to throw. I'm gonna play the GTA Trilogy Remaster, yes, but I was gonna play that tonight, but I ran into an issue of the launcher not working. I didn't get a chance to play it. Growing is no longer glorified. The things supposedly grow with you. Somewhat, yeah, but there's also a point to, like, a lot of things we used to say were growing up was really just, like, you were, like... There's often some really dumb shit, too. Like, you can't enjoy anything, you can't be curious about things, because that wasn't seen as grown up. Which I always felt was kind of dumb. Like, you're supposed to be, like, come locked in your ways and be proud of it. So that I can say, like, okay, there's no reason, you know, you can't keep doing that kind of thing. Some people still actually, you know, say that kind of stuff, like, you know, you should, like, you know... Be the man of the house. Or whatever. What is even down here?
It's happening. Sneak! I see you, sneaker! Don't run.
So, question. How did the cyborgs know not to attack each other?
Get away!
And they know to only attack the non-augmented.
You're gonna pay!
You more augmented than all of them? Yeah, but we got special nanites from our ex-girlfriend that protect our chip, so we weren't be affected by it.
Don't be difficult.
Otherwise, we would have. But yeah, why attack me even though I'm augmented? Somehow they still know that I'm like not under the effects. It doesn't really make much sense when you actually you know put this kind of logic to it. I don't know what was causing the explosion there. I thought it was a mine, but there's nothing there.
Enough! Stop playing around!
Weird. Come this way? I came this way.
Something's in the shadows. Who are you? I don't... Stand.
Down to my last shot. Yeah, I could have just fallen down here to get it as well. Oh well. The running animation on the you know what I mean the AUG zombies? They're a little flailing about a little bit. Are you gonna play something else tonight since you're almost done? I don't know. It feels like I will be getting at least a 2-hour stream out of it. And I did like literally put in the title of this stream. It'll probably be a shorter stream. As long as I get at least 2 hours out of 2 hours of length on it, I think it'll be fine. That's a decent enough length. So probably not. I don't really have anything lined up to play either. Luckily these guys were already dead. Rockstar launcher is still not back up. Yeah, I tried it earlier today, and then I tried it in the evening. I thought so. That's one of the reasons I thought maybe it wasn't down. It's just like my computer was having issues with it.
Access granted.
But I still have to find like these two people and talk to them before I can like go to the end of the game. I want to do see and do everything. Oh, I already came this way. They basically just give you options of what ending they'd prefer you do. So I'm replaying Borderlands 3. So I don't, shit. So I don't know if you like that. I've never played Borderlands 3. I've played Borderlands 1 and 2. But who do you play as? When I played as Borderlands 1, I played as the redheaded girl because she was hot. That was really the reason. And in Borderlands 2, I played as like the mech engineer girl because she has the most broken ass ability of sending like the robot mech to kill everyone for her. Like I said, I didn't play 3. Gotta save. Hey, JC, when do you guys going to finish that damn air vent? Don't know when you're gonna go, Daryl. Okay. Really, they seriously worn the bell. Oh, fuck Borderlands 3. Dan, where did it touch you? Fuck Persona 3? Jim, you're all over the place.
How could Darrow turn his back on us? This technology was his baby. It was his passion that made me believe in its possibilities.
I heard 2 of them coming around.
My brain isn't working. Well, you just got off like a long shift.
Tell me you're here to rescue us? My God, I had to crawl through the...
Here's our boss.
Adam! Oh, thank God you came. I've got wounded here. We'll have to move them first.
We can't move anyone yet. Not until I get to the base of the station and shut down Darrow's broadcast.
What? Why?
The chaos you experienced here, it's everywhere. The Illuminati created a biochip that stops people from using enhanced abilities, and Darrow turned it into a kill switch.
Oh my God, you... We gotta fix this, Adam. If people realize what's happened, if they believe augmentation technology created this chaos, they'll ban human enhancement research forever.
And that would be a bad thing.
Yes, it would! Don't you see what's at stake here? Ever since man first crawled out of that ocean, we've been striving to be more than we are. Augmentation technology is just the latest, greatest step on a very long road. But we've barely scratched the surface of its potential. We can't let fear stop us from continuing.
Isn't his company bankrupt in the sequel? Like he's been shut down?
You do, Adam. I know it. And if we work together, we can really make a difference. We can improve the lives of everyone, but only if we fix this.
Go on.
We'd have to get a message out after you shut down Hugh's signal. Tell the world, tell them the Humanity Front did this. That their doctors created a virus that only affects augmented people.
You mean lie?
It'll give us time, son. Time to figure out how to destroy the Illuminati's biochips and move on.
And what about the people who've been hurt by this? Don't they deserve the truth?
Adam, if we want the freedom to become more than we are, we can't be blinded by a misguided morality.
I like this plan is like basically, hey, when you get out there, tell them that these guys did it. Should I offer proof, boss? Don't worry about that.
You have to stay with me on this.
Can you pick the canon option? All the options are canon. Like all the endings of this game happen at the same time. Not just one gets picked.
You've got no remorse about using me at all, do you?
I never used you, son.
You experimented with my DNA without telling me.
Adam.
No one knew about the Illuminati in the first game?
This is difficult.
It feels everyone knows about them. Certain people, powerful people in the know about them.
Megan came to me with the sample. When she showed me her finding, when we saw the incredible potential of super compatibility.
You just had to share it with the world.
Adam, think about it. Would you have been able to do any of the things you've done without enhancements? Huh? Most people's bodies aren't as accepting of this technology as yours is. Sharing your DNA makes it possible for us to be like you. How can you deny us that chance?
Who said I would deny it? You stole my DNA and lied to me. You didn't give me the choice.
I'm giving it to you now, Adam. Look, I admit it, I haven't done things the best way. But don't punish the world to spite me. Darrow wants us to live in the Dark Ages. The Illuminati wants to limit evolution to those they control. You and me, we...
Don't group me with you, Seraph. I'll make my own choices from here.
I believe that, son. And I believe you make the right ones.
Still my payroll, right?
I know blaming Humanity Front leaves a sour taste in your mouth, but it's the only way out of this.
He's wanting me to lie. I know you'll do the right
The
thing,
longer
John.
that signal broadcasts, the harder it'll be to convince
Jim,
people.
that's why I was, I was planning to do it. Don't worry.
Think of it, son. A world where we determine our own path, where there's no limits to human achievement? How can you not want that?
How do you think that everyone, like all the millions of people who died, are still gonna allow this shit if I just go and say, other bad guys did it? It will not, you'll make people trust, you'll augment people anymore. Also, get fucked. He's alive. Grumpy.
It's okay.
And now we need to go find Taggart. And he was like, back somewhere. Gonna go back on that? I mean, I don't think I need to. He doesn't. His part of the game is done now. Does that affect anything? No. Not that I'm aware of. And do the same to Taggart. Punch everyone. You know what? Maybe I am malfunctioning after all. My biochip's been affected. I just feel the urge to punch everyone now. Sorry, boss. I gotta. Actually, we have an excuse now. Like, is the biochip? No, I mean, still some of the signals are getting through. Gonna go talk to Taggart? Yeah. Need to backtrack just a little bit though. Okay, don't go through that yet. Go this way. Yeah, not sure where Taggart is though. I think he's upstairs somewhere. There was a door up here I could have gone through. Gonna try that at work. I don't mean punch everyone, it's just my biochip. Well, you have to have like actual biochip technology first before you can use that excuse. Like, what the hell are you talking about? No, say it's your Fitbit. My Fitbit bot is malfunctioning. Can't control it. Just get away from me. I'm dangerous. Do-si-do. Fuck off. Guys don't know how much restraint I'm showing here.
Don't run.
Give me my bullshit detectors augmented. I hope we do have the ability to augment that one. What do I got to... keep using what I want to use, I guess. Let's go hacking. Tom Holland warns fans that Spider-Man Far From Home won't be happy or fun. It's dark and depressing. Are they gonna kill him off? Maybe how many Spider-Men were they killing? Maybe. Who knows? Come on. Oh, this is a toughie.
Access granted.
Alright, disable, turn those off. Remember when Spider-Man 3 went dark and Toby out? That ended up with Toby dancing a lot, didn't it? They always do that for the third Spider-Man movie. This is the one where we get dark. Alright, saved.
Get away! Just get away! I thought you, Daryl, was a monster.
You seem to be
Such a tragedy.
I'm guessing, by the way, I'm guessing Seraph didn't get the biochip installed because he is an augmented person with his arm. Guessing he's like, no, I'm not gonna get that. I know better.
How did you manage to avoid being affected by the signal? Were you in on it with that?
What even is that? Looks like a particle collider. Or is that where they seed the iron on the floor or something? Alright.
Mr. Jensen, how ironic that you should be the one to save us from the monsters out there.
Monsters, Taggart? You mean people? Augmented people who've lost all control, lost their reason.
Isn't that supposed to be my line? Unfortunately, it seems your esteemed Mr. Darrow decided to appropriate my point and turn it back on me. In madness and in blood. He has betrayed us all.
So you finally admit it. You are part of this after all. You have been all along.
It would be pointless to deny anything now, but despite what you think of us, we never wanted augmentations outlawed. All
He was
we've
part of the
ever sought
Illuminati.
is regulation, rules governing how the technology is developed, and laws that ensure it's used for the good of society.
You've raised society above humanity. So who gets to make those rules?
Men with wisdom, strength, and tenacity to know what's
You
right.
think Ted Cruz is part of the
Proven
Illuminati,
leaders
chat?
who distinguish themselves like
Which senators do you think are part of the Illuminati?
certainly
Sound
earned
off.
the right to be one of us. All you have to do is take it.
I'm not looking for glory, Taggart.
Just remember that without control, there's no room for freedom, only anarchy.
Theorized to be the Zodiac
were a
Killer. Wasn't there
policeman
actually
once.
reports recently that
You
they
know
actually
the
may have found
importance
the
of
Zodiac Killer?
I know there's a
the real one,
difference between
and it wasn't
order
Ted Cruz.
and slavery.
The biochip wasn't supposed to force people to do anything. It merely limited powers so that people couldn't go on killing sprees like the ones taking place right now.
Amazing how well that worked out.
Say what you
Fighting with Big Bird, he's more near light enough to join the Illuminati. Okay, that's a good point.
Absolute freedom is no different than absolute chaos. Society needs boundaries if it has any hope of surviving. And you, Mr. Jensen, can be the one to give us that hope. Shut down Darrow's signal. Then help me get a message out saying that an accident at VersaLife contaminated the world's neuropozyne supply.
VersaLife? And what if I decided to blame the Illuminati?
The Illuminati is just a name to get rich financiers to invest more money. Besides, do you really think the world will believe in some 18th century conspiracy theory? Do this for us.
Have you heard of Q?
A future for mankind.
All I need is a message board in 10
augmented
minutes.
or otherwise. The future Hugh Darrow
Just wait till I tell him how you've been
offers
eating,
doesn't
taking adrenochrome from, dead babies. Do I agree with this Illuminati's reasoning that people need to be controlled? No, not in the way they're, no, not direct control. Not like literally putting something in their bodies that makes them like, hey, you can't do shit now.
All of this is as much your fault as it is Darrow's. You and your cabal.
Mitch McConnell. I wonder if they maybe.
But all we sought was
Well,
a
has that Mitch
safety
McConnell
valve,
look to him,
Mr.
doesn't he?
Jensen, a means
Though if he
of making
doesn't have the
sure
big
the
yo
world would never
waddle
spin
chin.
out of control. The potential of this technology is great, but as we've seen, its potential for destruction.
This guy's plan is
even
literally
greater.
the same plan as some people say about the vaccines with microchips.
You'd say anything to stay in power.
Do you think humanity will simply police itself? We do not live
Greetings,
in
Lord. I
some
vote nay
Eden,
for the
Mr.
short
Jensen,
stream.
or
Well, it's
are you
already like
very
half a
much
stream
your
already,
boss, David
so it's not
Seraph,
quite as
who
short as I thought it was
envisions
going to
a
be.
world where everyone is
But this isn't up
enhanced
to a
and
vote.
Suddenly, they all love each other. There will always be a need for methods of control.
And conveniently, in your future, the Illuminati will hold the reins.
Yeah, that time isn't accurate because I was streaming before that and the stream died due to a power outage.
That are equipped to handle certain things, the UN, for instance.
Reimagined, no doubt.
At least somewhat.
And this technology will be a great part of it. Imagine, Mr. Jensen, a world governed by common principles. The end to international power struggles, to terrorism. These things can be accomplished.
This guy can't be a Republican because most Republicans hate the UN. Like, yep, I'm a Democrat.
Stop the signal.
You thought it was Republicans, didn't you?
Word out, Mr. Jensen. Remember, Darrow's vision would set us back for centuries. There will always be a need for boundaries. Without them, society collapses. There will always be a need.
Hey, Dartigan, was wondering if you had any writing advice for writing supervillains. I'm writing a mutants and masterminds game, and I need to come up with 200 plus villains. Wow, that is a tall order. I mean, when you're writing that many villains, you're going to have quite a group. You're basically going to need to pull from a lot of tropes. That's because that's so many villains that some of them are going to be generic.
Collapses.
You can usually only have like a couple well-written villains, so that's one piece of advice. So you got to figure out which ones you're going to spend the most time working on, I guess. As for my writing advice on how to write villains, no, resist trying to make them too cool in that regards. Like you clearly want them to be liked. Sometimes you don't need to do. Sometimes they end up being liked without even trying to be if you write them well enough, I suppose. Or if you also try, instead of making them super powerful, just make them very efficient in what they can do. That's also pretty good. I feel. Like a really powerful villain just gets kind of boring. But if you just make them like really good at one or two things and they can like really maximize that, a great effect, it's usually way more interesting. You got an ad. Could you repeat what I just said? Oh shit! What did you hear from me? Hold on, let me punch this guy. Also, GMC gifted Magnificent a sub. Basically, I said, what did I just say? Shit, I got reiterate. But since you're writing 200 plus villains, I mentioned that one, you're going to end up with some of them that aren't that great, and plenty of them that'll be generic. If you're going to have that many, you won't be able to write 200 plus bangers. Trust me, no one can do that. So focus on the ones you want to develop the most, and then make the rest of them somewhat derivative, I guess, or like maybe subordinate to them. But yeah, it's something you have to figure out which way you're going to do that first and foremost. After that, once you figure out which ones you want to spend the most time working on, I suppose, that's when you need to really decide on their background first, I would say. Decide out what made them want to do horrible things, and make that as interesting as you can. Don't just make them evil for the sake of like, I'm greedy, or like, yes, they have, usually a person's like environment, history, like events all guide them doing that. And usually they don't believe, most people who are bad or doing bad things don't believe they're doing bad things either. Or they decide that it's worth it, even if they know it's a bad thing. The long-term aspects of it will be beneficial sometimes. So there's a lot of ways you can do it. It also depends on the story they're going into. And I mentioned when it comes to, since you're writing like mutant supervillains, avoid making someone all-powerful, or like way too powerful, because if you make a villain way too powerful, you essentially put yourself in a hole that you're going to head to an ass pull later to defeat them. This is something you've probably seen a million times in video games and anime, where you like to have a villain who's basically unbeatable for 90% of the game, and then all the very end of the game you find out the one weakness, or you get the one power that can counter him. So it's better to write someone who's just very efficient, at, but is also full of, got their own vulnerabilities from the very start. Avoid just writing Magneto. When I think of Magneto, I think he is one of the actually better villains, isn't he? Because he does have the background of being part of the Holocaust, or like or did they get rewritten, or was that only part of the movie? Like he was like there when he was like for the Holocaust, and that's what made his views so hostile. They'd already seen it happen. Saying like the same archetype, but yeah. Well, not every villain needs to have a tragic backstory either. He's always survived the Holocaust. How old is Magneto now? Because he doesn't look his age. But also, try to avoid making every single villain have a sympathetic reason to. Some of them just don't need to have sympathy. Some of them can just be a magnificent bastard. It's a problem now he survived the Holocaust as a baby. Oh. Mutants age differently? Oh. Wasn't aware of that fact. I thought it was just like, yo, Wolverine, and certain other ones. That just feels like every hero that can be described, every like superhero, because they all obviously gotta live for like and be in print for many decades. They just have them like, they don't age the same as regular people. Not a fact, you made it up. Oh, why would you do that? You're just trying to confuse me. He was de-aged and turned into a baby twice. Twice he had to have that happen, huh? Like, normally you'd think once would be enough. Alright, we've talked to both of those guys, so now we can go down the elevator. Would a cyborg superhero who slowly turned himself into a purifying machine over the course of the game count as a good BB? I mean, yeah, I mean, anything can really work. It's really all about the execution of how it's done. Hold on. Caretaker was like, okay, this time he won't be evil, and he had his age restored and immediately started killing people. His caretaker was like, that didn't work. So, was it like another mutant that like used a special like de-aging power on him or something? I'm guessing also if it did reset like his memories and his life, yeah, he would just, yeah, if he's like a smart baby, like still just baby form Magneto, yeah, he'd probably still turn out evil. Isn't he like more morally gray these days as well? Why do they have a particle accelerator here? That makes no sense. Heavy rifle, don't need. It's a lot of dudes. Come on, into the gas. Everyone's got to get gas party over this way. Come on, your guy's next. Come on, come on. You can do it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Fuck, come on. Fuck you then. You guys would be so frustrating.
No, you won't get me, monster. You won't get me. We can't control them anymore.
For a while now in the comics, they live on an island where they all have orgies with each other. I mean, I'm fine. Yeah, that's a fine story, I guess. You know, mutant orgy island. Why not? You'll need guns soon? Well, I mean, I've got my... Actually, no, I won't. I'm good as is. X-Men are all alien god tree worshippers, and because of their resurrection process, are all incredibly horny. You have to work it out. I see. Sounds like the writers are just very horny too. Here's a thing here's a bit of writing advice for you, Chad. The hornier a story is, the hornier a story is, the hornier the writer was at the time of writing. That's almost always true. Sounds absolutely strange. I'm hoping it's just not me. I mean, I believe anything when it comes to comics. That's why I never got into them. They're just too, like, no, this isn't for me. All these cameras already automatically off. Logan and his kids were playing Spin the Bottle, and just off panel they were having an orgy. Ugh. Kind of fucking gross, actually. He's playing Spin the Bottle with his kids.
fourth one. The one who did this.
Yeah, I've got... I'm all out of, like, stun shot. Never played spin the bottle with your parents? You're missing out. No, I never did that. I just had sex. Not with my parents, but with actual people, not the bottle. Didn't really need bottles to help me out with that one. It just seems awkward, like, hey, babe, let's play spin the bottle. Can we just, like, make out instead? Oh, okay. Here we are. Going down into the planet core. Well, not quite. Can we have sex with the bottle? I mean, technically you can. You just might get stuck in there. What is that smoke effect? Well, it's just in front of a big JPEG. That's pretty obviously a big JPEG. This isn't rendered in 3D. Also, they finally solved the Wolverine, Jean, Cyclops love triangle. They now fuck a lot. Okay. I mean, alright. Apparently that's all... Apparently X-Men, the comic, has turned into a hentai, is what I'm getting from all this. They, like, hire some, like, Japanese artists, manga artists, doujinshi artists to make it. Stay away from modern comics. I have never been into comics. Like, older comics, modern comics, none of it wasn't part of my childhood. The only exposure I have to comic book characters it was, like, Saturday morning cartoons of the X-Men and Spider-Man. And Batman. That was really it. So, for me, all of my knowledge of that comes from the cartoons. And I guess a couple movies. Jonathan Hickman is a weird person. He doesn't like he needs to get fucking laid, is what it sounds like. I don't really need heavy rifle ammo. Alright, so... what did I pick up? I don't really need mine templates anymore. We can make a little room. Also, do I even have points for that? I mean, I can't really use it, but no. What do we want to put our final point into? Manual HUD. Display the HUD and augment protect against the effects of concussion grenades. Doesn't even do anything more. Sprint more. Whatever. Good evening. What's up, Laura? How you doing? What you been up to? Let's grab ourselves a plasma. We might need it for the robots, at the very least. Not that I have any real ammo for it, though. Alright, so we're out of stun shock, so go ahead and put our plasma rifle there. Gas grenades won't be useful either. Anything else? He's not sitting at currently. What is it? How is the sin level on this game so far? Yeah, this I'm just banking this footage for later, so no sin level to speak of right now. By the way, this is what the plasma rifle looks like.
What the hell?
Final boss chat.
Water pressure nominal at 173 psi.
Who am I?
Communications web online.
I feel cold.
Drones 1 through 3 within operational parameters.
I don't remember.
Drone 4 disconnected.
Let me go.
Processing.
Oh God, please help me. I'm scared.
Core temperature stable. Processing.
Zhao, what are you doing?
Connecting to Panchaea's Hiron project, Mr. Jensen. The most advanced quantum computer slave to the human brain, and the closest to perfection we'll ever achieve. I'm going to use it to hack Darrow's signal and rework the message to our benefit.
Our benefit? You mean the Illuminati's?
Someone has
like
to
that?
override the signal and be the world's savior. And let's be honest, neither of us would trust anyone else to fill that role. Computer, begin EEG sync.
So much pain.
Syncing beta waves at 40 cycles per second.
Sleep, please.
Now this is apparently a big quantum computer that also has people in it for some reason, who are part of it.
Unable to transfer control to Alpha Pod.
The system won't recognize my chip.
Neural systems offline. Rerouting control of the
I can't control Hiron.
Increasing glutamate levels by 32%.
Zhao, get them out of there. I have to reach the control chamber.
No! I can still control it! I'm in control!
He almost ruined my non-lethal run.
Security alert.
Through the primary control hatch.
Oh, shit.
What a goofy ass run. First time she's tried this? Apparently so.
Alpha Pod security
Oh.
in place. To access Alpha Pod, purge tertiary pods.
I must be the one to alter the signal. Once I do, the council will welcome me with open arms.
No! Protect Mother! Stay away! Stay away!
We got a bunch of automated turrets shooting at a quantum computer with the aiming computation of a drunken Russian, so...
You have been better served.
Well, maybe it's
Your
just
head down.
maybe the girls are screwing up the calculation. I gotta get down to those switches.
Mother, just don't hurt anymore. Just no more pain. Please keep him away from us.
None of the bad feelings ever again.
Sufficient. Insufficient.
Once the weight of their gaze
I'm going to need to have equipped. No, stop. I wasn't one to, like, do that. Fuck, stop!
touches you, there is no escape.
Hydrostatic pressure. Rising. Can't breathe. It hurts. Here, someone. Systems are... My organic systems under stress will acclimatize.
Ah, crap.
Do you see where honor and ambition lead you? To a hole miles deep in the ocean, about to meet your end. And powerless.
Pod 2. Safety purge complete.
Wait, tranquilizer, right?
I don't like it here. I don't.
Error in system.
Hiron is weakening.
Rerouting.
That's one done.
Connection.
Don't think that'll work? Yeah. No, if you actually kill these girls, it counts against you. You gotta use non-lethal stuff on.
Pod 1. Safety purge complete. Reinitiating.
I remember when I first did a non-lethal run of this game, I actually shot these girls with an actual lethal gun because I thought, oh, they're part of a machine.
Error.
Nope, you gotta like shrink them.
Rerouting. Connection. Reroute complete.
But also, this boss doesn't work properly. If you just stand under it, it can't do anything.
I have no choice but to eliminate you. You have ruined everything.
Warning. On 3 safety curve. Been away for so long.
Who's even the pump? Okay, we're actually.
Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Electric discharge sequence initial.
Gotta like get to her now.
It's happening. Honey, it's gone from us. No, wait.
Yeah, the electricity doesn't harm anymore, game.
Protocols.
Oh shit, that was well though.
Resources they have at their disposal, Jensen. Despite your special genetics, you have been in over your head the whole time. Initiate dissipation protocol.
How come she's
There
still
is no
alive?
way you can defeat
She's
this
trying her
system.
best, alright?
There is nothing you can do to stop.
Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Halfway to discharge sequence.
I think there's like something out of hack somewhere. I forget where this is what I'm gonna do. I think.
Warning. Primary pod compromised. Secondary security measures activated. Evacuate area.
You cannot reach it, Jensen. There are too many continuums
Ow,
built
fuck,
into
fuck,
this
you
system.
shot me.
You and I have both failed.
Oh, that fucking thing did. Fuck off, failure. I gotta start my hack over again. How come she's still alive? She's just like she's like rebooting the computer. I don't know. It's all dumb. It's just human computer stuff, you know.
Warning.
You know how it is.
Primary pod station damaged.
No! I will not lose this. This is not right. I have worked too long to
Doors.
stop now.
Open.
You want the glory. Is that it?
And that didn't help me any after all.
It is all mine. I have given everything for this.
Warning. Primary pod
What's going here?
failure imminent.
Laser darts?
Warning.
Can you,
Electrical
there's
charge
like,
approaching
oh,
critical
smorgasbord. Alright, I'll show you what the plasma rifle does when you shoot it. You almost shot that guy. Oh, he's already dead. I think the electricity killed him. They really load you up on stuff you don't even need for this fight, don't they? Oh shit! No, there's one of those over there. Can't she equip Barrett's minigun? Well, she has 3 of them up there technically, but they're like on a rail and they aren't very good. Oh shit! Not a like shoot, you know, static yo gun. Oh, you're available now, huh? Alright, we gotta use the non-lethal dart gun on you. Quite climactic, isn't this? This is the ending of our game. We're just gonna like kill a lady with tranquilizers. I think you might actually have to kill her though. Another robot. Pop my own pills here. Yeah, I think for her, you actually do have to kill her. Game allows you to kill the boss. Oh no, actually, that worked. That's what happens, chat, when you fill up your hard drive. And the hard drive is you. That's you at the end of November. Better one, actually. Better description. Well, here we arrive at the Ending Tron 3000.
Hello, Adam. Welcome to the Edge. It is not the end of the world, but you can see it from here.
Eliza? What are you doing here?
It is my job to monitor and report on the news, Adam. Before Darrow smothered everything with his signal, the whole world was tuned into this place, including me.
The broadcast. I have to stop it.
I know. Please, come closer. Do you know where we are, Adam? We are at the fulcrum point, when society lies in the balance. Hugh Darrow hoped to tip the scales one way, by telling the world everything you already know. About the biochip, the Illuminati, everything. He believed knowing the truth would convince mankind to abandon research into human enhancement technologies forever.
It would certainly give them reason to fear it.
Indeed. Darrow's confession is ready to send. If you want, I can wideband it across all media as soon as you shut down the signal. Everything you worked so hard to uncover will be exposed. But only if you deactivate the broadcast using this control. However, if you desire, I can alter Darrow's message. Conceal the creation of the biochip while putting in new content.
Content blaming the humanity front, like Seraph suggested.
The organization has already admitted to harboring terrorists. It would be easy to convince people they turn to biological warfare in a more desperate attempt to get rid of augmented people.
Across the entire globe, though?
What would that achieve?
In time, it could shift the focus of hatred onto people whose prejudices are seen as too extreme, leaving corporations free to experiment with human evolution as they desire. But if you want me to perform this edit for you, you must disengage the signal.
The ending in this game is basically using Adobe Premiere to, put together a YouTube video.
Darrow's message can be adjusted to erase all mention of the power group known as the Illuminati. I can report that lack of proper regulation allowed vast quantities of neuropozyne to become contaminated prior to reaching the market.
Taggart's preference. You think the world will buy a made-up story about neuropozyne poisoning?
You might be surprised by what people believe. I can convince them.
Oh, I've come to realize that conclusion,
and having
actually.
experienced the negative effects of corporate negligence firsthand, a majority of people might force the world to place harsh restrictions on all human enhancement research. But only if you disengage the
What
signal
stops Anning from revealing everything? Because he's only one man can do so much, I suppose. I mean, that's one of the endings, actually, is you reveal everything.
This passage leads to Panchaea's pressure regulation controls. Destroy them and the installation will cave in on itself, overwhelmed by the weight of the ocean pressing against it. Everyone inside the structure will die.
That's a solution?
No one will be left to tell the
Well,
world
that's
what
not
happened,
true either,
Adam.
because I know for a fact that
Nobody will be able to
at
spin
least
the
Seraph
story.
lives.
Including me.
The choice is yours. Do you believe you have the wisdom to choose an appropriate future for mankind? Or do you trust mankind to find the answers on its own?
So, choose your ending. You get technically this place does get destroyed, so I think the most canon one is that one. However, augmented people are still blamed for it. So it's kind of like a mixture of like the ending where augmented people are blamed and they get put into ghettos. And also this place gets destroyed, but not... It's a bit of a mess, to be honest. There's like a few bits and pieces from all the endings put together. And that's how it goes down in the next game. We're gonna make a new save here. We're gonna see all the endings though. I mean, it's not really anything impressive though. Well, everything go boom ending is first. I like there's just a button for this. Which came first? This game came well before Mass Effect 3, and it's, you know, press the button to choose an ending, right? Same era though. Same era.
If you do this, the world will be left with questions and may never reach a consensus. Are you sure this is your choice?
Oh, that's more realistic, isn't it?
We have little time left, Adam. And might I say, it has been a pleasure.
Came out a year. Yeah, there's a lot of games around that time. Like, choose your ending.
Itself. That's what Eliza was asking. The truth is, I don't know.
Look at this badly compressed
After
video.
everything I've seen, all the fighting and the chaos around me,
Stock footage and photographs.
I want to believe. Somehow,
You like the Japanese dub of this game?
will triumph.
I mean, hey,
These
maybe they
past
got
few
good voice
months,
actors for it.
I've faced many life-threatening situations.
That's how you lock up a computer.
Many times, but my need to know the truth, to uncover the secrets that others were hiding, and to survive, forced me to keep on going. Most of the time, I tried to keep my values in mind, knowing my actions did not have to harm others. I held on to my
Didn't a lot of
humanity,
recent Metal Gear Solid games
resisting
get
the urge
taken
to
off
abuse power
digital
or
stores because of,
resources
like,
in order to
footage
meet
from,
my
like,
goals.
archives that they used in them?
And in the end,
For, like, moments like this?
I got the job done.
I wonder what it feels like to know, like, you're one of these people that got used
does
for, like, a
this
video
mean
game.
I
So,
have the
stock
right to
footage
choose
for its
for
ending.
everyone?
Some of that was actually some tragic stuff.
No. Because it isn't up to me. It isn't up to Darrow, Sarif, or Taggart either. Ordinary men and women will have to decide together what course mankind should take. The kind of people who time and time again have picked and chosen the future in highly practical ways. Slowing change when it's negative, speeding it up when it's good. Can they do it again? I don't know.
Bro, yeah, they're just like, here's a bunch of images. That's pretty much all the endings are.
But I do know I'm not
None of
about
them
to
are
let anyone
satisfying.
in this station, myself included, stand in their way.
Like a Linkin Park. It looks like a cheap ending. We're definitely not gonna sit through the, you know, the credits multiple times. We're gonna watch all the endings though. Oh, couldn't it have, like, shown me the bonus scene at the end? Do you actually have to watch the credits to see the bonus ending? Like the bonus scene at the end? I think you might have to. So according to the clone theory, Jensen died here, and the Jensen and Mankind Divide is an Illuminati sleeper agent clone of this Jensen. I mean, I don't really see the point of making a clone of Jensen that thinks all that, though. Like, you could have anyone do the same, whatever they had planned for him, so... Which ending should we see next? And Sarah, we'll see Deus Ex 4, Alex and JC approach a pod, and Adam steps out of it and just goes, I didn't ask, that'd be kind of difficult considering how Invisible War ends. Or, like, the ways Invisible War ends. Because at that point, JC is essentially God in one of those endings.
If you do this, the focus of hatred may shift to those responsible for unleashing biological warfare, leaving corporations free to experiment with human evolution. Are you sure this is your choice?
Isn't God JC? I mean, his name literally is Jesus Christ, but he becomes like a nano-augmented, like, super intelligent, you know, being who, like, and then all in the ending of Invisible War that you get with him, like, he, like, everyone in the world he becomes augmented with nanotechnology and is, like, synced together and can be upgraded at one, and also have, like, a collective consciousness through the AI.
So be it then.
Sarif was right about one thing. It's in our nature to want to rise above our limits.
Well, unfortunately, we'll never know the truth about that whole clone stuff, since I doubt they'll ever make that game.
Harnessed fire. We were weak, so we invented tools. Every time we met an obstacle, we used creativity and ingenuity to overcome it. The cycle is inevitable. But will the outcome always be good?
God damn it, what are you upset about, type?
We approach it.
Don't be upset.
These past few months, I was challenged many times. But more often than not, didn't I try to keep morality in mind, knowing that my actions didn't have to harm others? Time and time again, didn't I resist the urge to abuse power and resources simply to achieve my goals?
I mean, I did go non-lethal. I want there to be like a scene of like a WCW or like a WWE wrestler, just have some weird off-the-wall footage for no reason. You know, there's like genetic like peace and love stuff. Like here's like Macho Man giving someone an elbow drop.
What if the path
How my
Sarah
mind
wants
works
us to
sometimes.
take enables us to hold on to higher values with more stability?
I've been to the top of the mountain,
One thing is
brother.
obvious.
No, that'd work for a video game ending right now.
We have a chance to steal fire from the gods. To turn away from it now, to stop pursuing a future in
Hey,
which
where's the Boston
technology and
Dynamics
biology
videos?
combine, leading to the promise of a singularity, would mean to deny the very essence of who we are. No doubt the road to get there will be bumpy.
Monologue these endings also change depending on how many people you killed.
But won't achieving
that
the
bit.
dream be worth it?
Oh, well, they already used one, 2001 image. Might as well use another of the space baby.
The gods we've always been striving to be. We might as well get good at it.
Could a cyborg fetus even be feasible? Nano machines, maybe. I don't know if you'd really want to like start augmenting your baby while it's in the womb. Alright, that's 2 endings down. I forget, do you have to do something special to see the ending where you have, well, it's not really much of an ending, but it's like people talking over it? Or does you just have to watch through the credits? I think you might just have to watch through the credits and then you like listen to it. I think because it is just voice lines, I believe. Alright, so we'll send Taggart's message this time. Take it the Illuminati chats? Is Illuminati in chat tonight?
If you do this, first-hand experience with corporate negligence.
What pro-lifers think about cyborg fetuses? I mean, it's technically the living baby being born, so
restrictions on human enhancement research.
most people think aren't yet ready for hey, let's augment that baby, make it better. I mean, it'll be hard enough getting people like start genetically getting rid of genetic illnesses their babies might be born with.
So be it.
You have to watch the credits. Okay, we'll watch the credits of the last ending then.
To those who don't have it, it's more valuable than gold. But where should it start and end? We humans often think we have the right to expand, absorb, convert, or possess anything we need to reach our dreams. But time and time again,
Gattaca for
hasn't this led
cyborgs,
to
pretty much.
conflicts with others who essentially believe the same thing?
Nazis.
Looking back on the challenges I faced,
Eastern Orthodox Pope for some reason.
at the way
And
I
their
often
actual
resolve
Pope.
them,
What?
I realize morality can become our saving grace. Most of the time,
Imagine
didn't
this
I
is
try to
you in
keep
this,
my
like, yeah,
values in
I was
mind,
remembered in
knowing
a
how my
video
actions
game
would
and
affect others? More often than
Ah,
not,
that
I
feels
resisted
bad
the
about
urge
that.
to abuse power and resources simply to reach my goals more swiftly. I managed to hang on to my humanity. But the temptation to ignore it was always there. It's that temptation that's so
These endings
worries
remind
Taggart.
me of Broken Saints too.
He's not afraid
Have you
of
ever seen the web series Broken
He's
Saints?
afraid of the chaos that erupts when individuals have nothing but morality to constrain them. He wants us to regulate enhancement technologies because he fears all that power, without limits, without guide rails to keep us from abusing it.
Nukes.
Absolute freedom is no better than chaos. Society needs laws and regulations to protect it.
Essentially, you got your choice of.
So if the men and women behind
These
Taggart
endings
need to
remind
work
me
in
of
the shadows,
arguments like you currently hear
pulling strings
online
to
in
enable
YouTube
us to head
videos.
in a safe direction, will supporting them be all that bad? If they're as wise as Taggart says, how bad will their leadership be?
Wait, who is that?
I just hope they stand by what they
America
say.
22,000? Oh. Tony Blair? Yeah, I thought I recognized him. Right, one more ending to go. The next one we're gonna watch through the credits of though, because there's like material you see at the end of the. This time we will do Darrow's message.
If you do this, the unadulterated truth in Darrow's confession
Omega Ranch is under siege, under lockdown. Cyborg Marines ready to fuck cowboy butt. I'm sorry, but I had to.
Are you sure this is your choice?
Yes, give me the Omega Ranch ending.
So be it then.
Albert Einstein said, technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal.
Is your mind expanding,
Took me a while, but I finally see his point. How often have we chased the dream of progress only to see it perverted? More often than not, haven't the machines we built to improve life shattered the lives of millions? And now we want to turn that dream on ourselves to fundamentally improve who we are. Experience has shown me how dangerous that can be. How many times in the Call of Duty did I almost fall into the trap of taking shortcuts, abusing my abilities or the resources at hand? I resisted. Barely at times, because I valued human lives and considerations. Can I truly despise others who fall?
Makes you think.
Technology offers us strength. Strength enables dominance, and dominance paves the way for abuse. Darrow understood this. He knew that using technology to become something more than we are risks losing our ability
it'd be a Japanese
to love,
robot.
aspire, or make moral choices. The very things that make us human. It also risks giving some men the power to make others what they choose, regardless of the cost to human dignity. The suffering Darrow inflicted is not the end of the world. It is merely the seed for change. And change never comes without pain.
What is he talking about? It's really just like an essay put together by a freshman in college who wants to impress his professor. Beep. And now we'll watch the credits, and there's like one last bit. So now I just have to play Invisible War, and I'll have played all the actual relevant Deus Exes on the stream. Not sure if I'm looking forward to a Invisible War stream though. Well, I'm lying. That's not that bad of a game. I mean, it does everything. It's just weird sometimes. What about the mobile? I won't be playing the mobile games, no. No one likes Invisible. It's just such a letdown after the first game. I mean, if the first game hadn't existed, it would have been fine. I think if it ran properly when it came out. But it just when your legacy is the original Deus Ex, it's like ooh. Are they putting the photos of the dev team? Apparently, when they're moving into their new office, from the looks of things. Mobile games are just one level, I thought. I know there's like one made for iPad, where you play as like some other character, but it's apparently not very good at all, so now I won't be playing it. Easier to follow than the Metal Gear storyline, at least? Well, yeah, that's... most games are. Dartigan? I like that, Dartigan. Well, we were going with Guilo Gang for the past couple streams, though. Icarus is such a cool theme. Both the theme song and the actual like visual theme they went with for like human augmentation with Icarus and his the wings and stuff was actually pretty well thought out, and it actually ties into the first game because of the AI that was named after. Look at all these French Canadians, look at all the... they are very, very French Canadian. Yep, that's me sitting next to my chick, my girl. A lot of energy in that photo. A lot of energy. Just like... These are not good photographs. I don't know if I would have used these, to be honest with you. Like, did they not have someone, like, doing some actual... Wow, he is tall. Or is he standing on a table? How come this French Canadian team could get voice actors who sound fine, but the Heavy Rain team found ones who couldn't? Isn't the Heavy Rain team actually French, though? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're actually based in Europe, not French Canadian, or Quebec. Are you gonna play Elden Ring once it's done? Yes, I will be playing that. In fact, I'm probably gonna try to play Demon Souls before it comes out. So I do have this PS5 burning a hole in my desk. Might as well use it for something. Watch me make this shot. Same complaint, their actors couldn't even say origami. Well, that's because they weren't natural English speakers. A lot of them were, like, English was their second language as well, and they had just bad voice direction. Who is that guy on the right? What is this photo of? Play as some Returnal? If I'm choosing between the two, then I'll choose Demon Souls, though. Take the shot. You can almost Mad Lib over these photographs. Now, we're looking at the developer's Facebook feed, or Instagram feed, I guess. Which Deus Ex game was the one with the pre-order debacle? That's Mankind Divided, the one that came after this. Yep, there he... I was asking for like a photo of a wrestler earlier, and that kind of, meets the, the bill. Imagine showing a game with this many white male developers in 2021. Oh, you definitely get some, choice articles written on you by gaming sites. Put a shirt on? No, in that kind of moment, you need big, no-shirt energy. Oh, he loves the booth. It's more entertaining than the actual ending. There they go. Oh, wow, they are super white. Jesus. Oh no, there you go. Fixed. No longer a problem. Those were probably taken at a launch party? Well, it's probably throughout development, I'd say. Because some of them started off with it seemed like their office was just being built. Deus Ex 3 t-shirt. I'm sorry, what? What's that t-shirt about? Were they actually at some point planning to call this Deus Ex 3? Oh, they're so cool. The life of a Rockstar game developer. Well, not in the actual Rockstar, the company, but, living the life. I think this is Deus Ex 3, to be honest. I'm guessing at some point they maybe considered it. We're gonna make Deus Ex 3 instead of a prequel. No, there they go. Super fix. He's got a gun. Why does he got a gun? The one photo, come on. Just come on. Like, none of the other shots had people with guns, but that one did? Oh, oof. Mess of oops. Only the Asians had... Why are we doing, like, such racial profiling on these photos? Why? Why are we doing like this? Richard, get down. I like your commentary photo credits. I mean, well, it's better than the endings we got after all. This is what development's like. Sitting there in your flannel shorts, getting lectured, balding. because the game's quality is obviously directly related to the racial and sexual makeup of the developers. That's the argument that is made often these days, so that you get different ideas based on cultural differences. And there is merit to that. You will get different ideas on how to do things. And how certain characters should behave. Hello, Dex. What are you doing? Okay, they took that photo without him knowing. There's a much more normal photograph. I like that one. That's a we just got off a flight kind of photograph. Why would you take a photo of someone while they're sleeping? To embarrass them later. They probably put it in the credits without them even knowing. Where's the Dart Asleep emote? I don't have one. You can always use Resident Sleeper. It's a Twitch Global emote. That's pretty effective. Is that the Japanese voice team or something? They all got Deus Ex 3 shirts on as well. How's Dex doing? She's getting petted as I speak. Extreme edges. What does that mean? Square Enix. The high off pencils, can you do that? I don't remember the sequel having these ace photos at the end. They probably like, hey, we embarrassed ourselves there. Let's not do that again. See, it's photos like that you regret. That looks so pain, like, eh. That's me trying to be photogenic. You know, maybe you can get high off the pencils if there's lead involved. I don't know. Oh, they got all the attractive people together for one, huh? I understand. Credits is twice as long. Let me pull up Facebook. Also, that more effort went into the credits and the ending, that's for sure. Or at least maybe we're putting more effort into the credits and the ending gave us. There they go. There's the team. All right, now we get shh moment.
You worry too much, Morgan. There's nothing we can't manage given time. She's here. I have to cut this short.
I like fanboy when I heard Bob Page's voice. I think when I first played this.
Something we can use for the Morpheus initiative. Come in, Dr. Reed. We're so pleased you decided to join us.
Where else could I go?
No regrets, my dear. As Ariadne told Theseus before he entered the Minotaur's labyrinth, always forward, never left or right. You'll be very interested.
I thought that was like
project.
Yo,
We're breaking
one of the
new ground.
aliens from The Simpsons, actually.
The nanite virus chimera is quite intriguing.
Neither left nor right, but always
seeing the hybrid project up close, Mr. Page.
And so you shall. But please, call me Bob.
Like I was so fucking hyped for the sequel once that happened. It's like, oh, they're bringing Bob Page into this, and then he's not even really there in the next game. It's like, what the fuck was with that, Ian? You promised me Bob Page. It's like one of my favorite villains. Yeah, well, there we go. We're all done. All done, chat. Isn't he only in Mankind Divided for like 30 seconds? Yeah, basically about the same amount he's in this game. Off to be... I mean, hey, we got 3 hours out of it. I was expecting that to only be like an hour-long stream, actually. Even have the OG intro music? Yeah. But you can hear that on radio sometimes, too, in the game. I wasted Page big time in the new games. Yeah, I'm guessing maybe had they got to make the next game, maybe it would have been used there. But that didn't work out that way. Mankind Divided didn't sell that well, I don't believe. So that project got killed. Sadly. Yeah. My hopes now for Deus Ex is that maybe they'll do like a complete remaster of the original to give it, full on, modern graphics and some stuff. That'd be nice. That's probably, if Deus Ex does get revived, that's probably what they'll do, maybe. Of course, Mankind Divide didn't sell well. They openly went, this is basically half a game. Please buy to get the other half. Well, even if you did, well, yeah, they did. But they didn't really come out and state that, but what it ended up being, unfortunately. Eidos moved into other projects. You know, then they got put on the Avengers, too, after that. So all those years they were working on that, they got that. And it's a shame, too, because as a game, Mankind Divide is actually really good. I like the what is it, Czech Republic city you go through? Is it Prague? Like, that was actually really fun to... It's actually better than any of the cities in this game. And what was there for the plot was intriguing, but then they just couldn't follow through. So, now I just gotta play through Invisible War. I'm guessing that'll happen next year. You don't need Deus Ex. Avengers just got Spider-Man. Yay. Who voices Spider-Man in the Avengers, by the way? Playing the sequel, doing bad on that pre-order dumpster fire? Yeah, they really fucked up a lot of things leading up to that game. They didn't have many people happy. Augment your purchase. Moo, is stream over? I am done playing video games tonight, yeah. A 3-hour stream, not too shabby. Especially when I thought it might only last an hour when I started. So. We good, chat? Did you guys enjoy Deus Ex Human Revolution? Sadly, I didn't get to play the director's cut. I had to stick with the old one, but it is what it is. That being said, you guys have been great tonight. Thanks for showing up. What did I like most about this game? I liked that, to be weird, I liked that the themes of it. I thought the themes actually were really well put together for basically, yeah, the idea of like transhumanism is a really interesting topic and something that in our lifetime we'll probably have to address. Maybe not through cyborgism, but more like genetic editing, but still, it's something games don't really hit on too much, and I thought that was really good. And I like the environments. This is like one of the first games I can remember where the environments actually felt real because they're so cluttered with stuff. I like that too. And there's other aspects of the game I was pretty fine with. It's really just like the ending that was kind of shit, and the boss fights that were like, meh. Trying to see what Amaranth is up to. Well, you now have my permission to simp to other streamers. Especially if they're in a hot tub. And own gas stations. Till some other time, well, I'll be streaming again as soon as I can. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow. I'll probably want to spend time working on the Call of Duty script. So I wouldn't expect one, but who knows. But, yeah, you've all been wonderful tonight. I'm gonna, I think Spooter is online. I think I'm gonna raid him tonight, actually. But before I do that, thank you all for being here. You've been great. And also, thank you for any bits, subs, or gift subs as well. And thank you to the excellent mod team. Couldn't run the stream without you. So, Cross-Eyed Spooter is streaming Metroid Dread, if any of you want to stick around and watch him. He's a good guy. Friend of the stream. I've played games with him before. Good guy. I think you guys will like him. So, Cross-Eyed, let me just type that in. I got it right. You got such a long Twitch name, though. Alright, so, yeah, I'm going to send you guys over to Cross-Eyed Spooter. Have fun, send love, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Also, follow me if you haven't. Join the Discord if you want to. Type in the Discord code into chat, or scroll down, you'll find it down there. And I'll talk to you there as well. So, chat, I'll see you again soon. As soon as I can, anyways. Which will probably be like a day or so. You don't have to wait long. Keep yourself entertained until then, and stay safe. Later, everyone. Just hit the join raid button. You even get free Moo coin for those of you who are saving up for that Persona 5 video. It's one way of getting a few extra. Sending you off now.
That's where you were, you little... Oh, Dartigan raiding with Party of 58. Hey, welcome to the stream. We're playing some Metroid Dread today, and I am lost AF. Oh, come, damn it. It's really fun. I highly recommend anyone who, Oh, that's so rude. That's so rude, Fresher Slice. Oh my lord. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. I just got this new, dash upgrade. Nope. You have to, get a good, amount of speed going. A good distance before you, burst into whatever you're doing. Fuck. Pikachu!
Pika, Pika! Pikachu! Pika!
Oh, fuck. You have to hit, like, down or something.
Pikachu!
Routine transform. How's the game? The game is pretty good. I am loving it. In a little bit. There we go. Right up there. It's really good. I am thoroughly lost. Thoroughly lost. I have no idea where I am or where I'm going. So that's great. Kind of what you want in a Metroidvania. To be completely lost. It's just something that you can, like, spend time, a lot of time in. What's down here? Purple rooms are... Silent Leon 56, thank you for the follow, I really appreciate it. And I think you were playing Deus Ex Human Revolution.